Good morning, everyone. It's Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. I hope everyone's doing fine. Everyone's great. Everyone's doing well, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please, before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And please don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Now, look, over the last 24 hours, Manchester United have been linked heavily with the signing of Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha, the Wolverhampton Wanderers attacker, is said to be heavily keen on moving to Manchester United. And Manchester United, likewise, are keen to have Matheus Cunha at the club. Now, Manchester United are speaking to the representatives of Cunha, and a deal could be struck very, very soon between the two clubs. Now, I want to know if you guys would be happy with the signing of Cunha. Would you be happy with Cunha at Manchester United? Now, look, I'm conflicted. I have no doubt that Cunha is a fantastic player. I have no doubt he's got the ability to improve Man United. Would he be my first choice? No, probably not. He won't be my first choice. And I've written a poll on the actual channel for you guys to have a look at. But it would be a step in the right direction if Man United managed to get this deal. Now, Cunha has been flirting with Man United for quite a while now. I mean, these indirect little quotes here and there about, not being allowed to go and stuff like that. Being close with Ruben Amorim as well. It seems a little bit far-fetched that there's no element of truth in this. There is truth in this, and this could be happening in the summer. The thing is, if we do sign Turkey, it's going to cost quite a lot of money. It will cost quite a lot of money. And Man United do need other players on that pitch. They do need a midfielder. We need a defender. We need another, another goalkeeper. We need, a striker. So, you know what? It does take a huge chunk of our transfer budget, and we do have to be careful on how we're spending our money. We do need a Cunha, but we also need a striker as well. So, you know what? It was good news yesterday. I mean, until we hear it officially, I'm not going to absolutely pick the bones out of it. But it does look likely that Cunha will be a Manchester United player at this present time. The way the news outlets are reporting this, guys. Excuse me. The way the news outlets are reporting this, it seems like there's a lot of elements of truth in this. And it seems like it's the worst kept secret, to be honest with you guys. Absolutely. Let's get into some of your comments, guys. Big up, Sanjay. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Big up. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay, Sanjay. Not 100% yet, but I'm doing okay. I'm still finding it hard to get the words out. Yeah, it's madness at the end of the day. Big up, Dean. What's going on? Can't beat Premier League proven at the end of the day. Cunha could be some signing. We'll have to wait and see. Excuse me. One thing I would say is that it is very important that you have Premier League proven players. I mean, Alex Ferguson used to do the same with players. He used to bring in players, especially on the attacking side of things, and goal scorers. He used to bring goal scorers in from the Premier League, because they're proven to score goals in the Premier League. And I think that is important as well. I think it's important that Man United do sign Premier League proven players. The only problem I have with Cunha, is maybe the attitude. Maybe that. I've heard a lot of things about his attitude, and it's something that we don't need. We've had this kind of thing before, isn't it? With bad attitudes and bad eggs and things like that. We don't want any of that anymore. We're far, way past all that and stuff, of course. Good morning, Bello. What's going on? Long time. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Been a long time. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Morning, Sal. Thought it would be a positive spin when Simon Jones reported it, but since Fabrizio reported it, it's interesting. Yep. I reported it days ago. Do you think how much United money will be given Cunha a week? I mean, I don't know, mate. But one thing I would say is that it's not going to be peanuts. It's going to be quite a lot of money per week, if you ask me. It's going to be quite a lot of money per week. It's not going to be peanut. He's going to get about 200 grand a week at least, isn't he? Something like that, I would have thought. Big up, Darren. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up. We need no Turkey, please. No Turkey. I mean, I think Turkey's better. Sal, morning, brother. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Grayo. I'm doing okay, mate. Still trying to get the words out. Trying to get the words out, of course, guys. Big up. Bella, we need a Membueno on Brentford City. There you go. Big up, big up. Morning legend, big up, Shah, big up. Good morning, Michael. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. United actually making a deal in June. Can you believe it? Absolutely. Look, look, big up SLD. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Because in my opinion, it depends on more on the Europa League win. Look, you know what? Man United will sign players, regardless of the Europa League win. They will sign players. And I've said that from the beginning. Man United will sign players. The magnitude of the players that we're going to sign that is dependent on the Europa League, meaning the quantity of the players that we're going to sign and the caliber of the type of player that we're going to sign. It does look like Man United are going to sign Cunha. If we get him done in June, fantastic. But hopefully that's not just the deal. That's it. Man United need about, as I said, 6-7 new players straight off the cuff, and that is a minimum. Man United need that. That is just what I mean. They needed a goalkeeper, they need a right wing back, needed a defender, needed another midfielder, the number 10, and a striker. That's 6 players right there that Man United need right now, and that is a minimum that Manchester United need right now. So if Man United manage to get Cunha over the line in June, great, fantastic, good news. But we got to go on from there and get other players as well. The problem is Man United attracting players right now because obviously the Champions League is the bread and butter for a lot of these teams. A lot of these players they want the Champions League. Now Man United can't guarantee any player Champions League football at the moment. All they can say is that if we win the Europa League, well, at the moment it's a big if, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit difficult for us to attract certain players right now. So this is why it's going to be a bit like, we're going to have to wait and bide our time because, we're going to have to wait and to see if we qualify for the Champions League. And if we do qualify for the Champions League, I do think we'd have a good summer. I really do. Jonathan, what's going on, my friend? Personally, I'll take Turkey and Cunha. Sell Garnacho. There you go, mate. There you go. Big up, Jonathan. Man United need a front three, can give goals. When Buemo is a better player, a Premier League proven player than Turkey, please. Yeah, he's a lot more money as well. A lot more money. Amram, all the way. We will get better next season with this kind of signings. Absolutely. I think so. Michael. It is the type of signing that Man United need. The type of signing that Man United are dying for, isn't it, at the end of the day? A Cunha deal, that type of player that we need, Great player. Not been at his the best this season, if I'm being honest. He hasn't quite lived up to last season. He was brilliant last season, but this season he hasn't quite done it, has he, in regards to that? Charles, we need the signings for preseason, not after preseason starts. Absolutely. Turkey did that vulgar propaganda in front of the fans. No thanks, Turkey. I don't mind that, Pearl. I don't mind those little things that players do. Who cares? We need that kind of shithousery in football. Otherwise, we become this snowflake generation where we're going to be weak. So what if you grab these cojones? Who cares? You know what I mean? I fed up that woke thing. I don't care. I mean, we need that kind of edge at Man United. We need that kind of shit. You call it shithousery in England. That's what you call it. You need that kind of thing. You know what I mean? You need it. We got too many softies. You know what I mean? And this is the thing in our team. And the snowflakes in our team. We need them kind of people who rev you up, you know what I mean, and annoy you a little bit. We used to have them. We used to have them all throughout our history. Great player. You know what I mean? Great player, Turkey. I think he'd be brilliant, to be honest with you, at the end of the day. And just because he grabbed his cojones, who cares? Doesn't bother me. Sign Osman. He's a way better striker than so many strikers I see nowadays. Yeah, me too, Bello. I'm a big fan of Osman. People know me. I'm big on Osman. I think if Man United get an attacking player with Osman, mate, we'll be running, mate. We'll be good, man. But hopefully, the problem is obviously will be the price tags and stuff like that at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And the money will be the problem. That is what it is. Obviously, Osman cost about 62 million, of course, which is a lot. Is a lot of money, especially if we're going to get Cunha for about that much as well, which is quite a lot of money, which we don't have, of course. So it will be difficult. Would be nice to get our business done for. Absolutely, Darren. It's something that we haven't done for a long time, isn't it? Like get the deals done early. Get the deals done early. It's something that we haven't done for a very long time, innit? You know, and get them ready for the preseason, work on the tactics. So when the next season starts, we are ready to go, guys. We're ready to go. And you know what? No excuses. We move, of course. So what's up? Big eye-catching title of a stream. Eye-catching title of a stream. Big up, Billa. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well, you legend. Excuse me, still got a cough. So, guys, sorry. Thank you so much, my friend. Cosmo, what's going on? In your opinion, should we keep Højlund and Garnacho next season, considering the lack of goals this season? We can't sell Højlund for less than 42 million. If we sell Højlund for less than 42 million, it will affect our FFP and PSR. We have to hope we get that amount of money for them for Rasmus Højlund. Garnacho's different. Garnacho's a full profit. If we sell Garnacho, I wouldn't sell Garnacho yet. You know, I wouldn't. I might sell Rasmus, but I don't think I would sell Garnacho yet. Excuse me. Goodness me. Mr. Sal, who is the teenage player that centre back versus Wolves? I don't care. No, I don't know if his name Shamrock or something. That teenage so confident with the ball and resist pressure. I'm not too sure, man. Oh, Fredrickson. I mean Fredrickson, the Man United youngster. Bear me a second. Yeah, that was Fredrickson. Fredrickson, who played in centre-back yesterday, day before yesterday for Man United. Yeah, great player. We got a great youth system, guys. We've got a great conveyor belt of youth players coming through. And I'm looking forward to the future, Man United. The future is bright for Man United, you know? It really is. If we sign Osman, it was good. If Osman would be great, wouldn't it? 160 watching, only 27 likes. So please smash the likes and subscribe buttons. We are less than 100 away from 10,000. We're about 8 away, or 9 away. Grayo, big up, Grayo. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. I'm struggling here with this cough, man. You know what? This flu has been absolutely dragging me down. It dragged me down, man. It's dragging me down. Cunha is arrogant. It is good. We need this kind of players. Exactly. You need that arrogance. Ephraim, look. As I've been saying, Turkey, I'm not going to flip-flop. I said it with Turkey and I said it with Cunha. Cunha is arrogant. Turkey, he's rude. You know what I mean? He's got that attitude. Those type of players Man United need. Man United need these type of players. Man United need this type of anger, this type of, like, you know what, attitude. Man United need to go into an attitude era of, you know, us against the world. You know, that's what we need. We're too soft now. We've got too many nice players. Too nice. We're too nice, you know, at the end of the day. Did we sign Memphis Depay around June or May? I think that's the last time we did a deal before July financial this year. Didn't we sign Memphis Depay, man? I think it was, yeah. Yeah, he was a big flop, wasn't he? There are a lot of people who are really excited about Memphis Depay, including myself. But you know what? When he came to the football club, he just like, they'll turn it on in every you know, in patches. He wouldn't completely, you know what I mean, turn it on every single game. There's a problem with him. Thank you so much, Shah. Big up yourself. I think our fan base is obsessed with big names and they don't appreciate that football is a team game. We need an overhaul with the right players rather than marquee signing. I agree, Almac. I agree. You need people who fit the mold, don't you, Almac? You need people who fit the culture of the football club that we're trying to aim to get. We're trying to aim to get to a culture at the football club, you know what I mean, of a winning culture, basically, you know, and everyone who's on the same page. You know, at the end of the day. We need players who can drive the ball forward. Yes, we do. We miss that, don't we? We have players who can run with the ball, but not completely drive the ball. We have players who run into blind alleys and things like that. Cristiano Ronaldo was arrogant and became a world beater. That we need no calm players. The problem is, Bello, there's a difference between Cristiano Ronaldo and Cunha. You can't compare the two. Cunha's gone to social media to talk about Wolves. That's different. That's different. That's not arrogance. That's stupidness. Like when you go to social media, petty things like going to social media, he would do it to us. You know, so when players do things like that, like resort to social media, let's not forget if it goes wrong, he will go to social media and do the same to us. So that is the difference. Social media. Rihanna was never arrogant. He was shy when he first came to Man United. He believed in himself. He was just shy, but he had something to back it up in the end, didn't he? Cunha hasn't really backed it up, you know, in regards to this season, has he? You know, but what I would say is that I hope if he comes to Man United, he would do well and he won't do any stupidness. I hope so. What's up, Sal? Cunha, Garte, and Licha in one team. What a combo. I mean, hopefully Licha gets back fit, of course. Big gut Afro Soup, hopefully. I will love Cunha. Yes, his attitude is a question, but I love the fact that he is the fighting in and the passion that we like. Absolutely, Shah. We only have a Garte and Licha, I think, who does that. Yeah, I think De Ligt does that as well. De Ligt does that as well. Matthias De Ligt does fight, you know, in my opinion. Cunha be a great signing for me. Let's wait and see. I'll hold you to that. Let's wait and see. For me, when the stubborn and know how what we're doing is cool for me. We need no Hoyland kind of players no more. For me, when you stubborn and know what you're doing, it is cool for me. We need. I don't understand what that means, Bello. Sorry, mate. At the end of the day, I don't know what that means. English, guys, English. Go on. So yeah. So look, at the end of the day, it is a risk for Man United, but it's a risk that obviously Ruben Amorim likes, and I'm happy if Ruben Amorim wants it. And if Ruben Amorim wants it, let's do it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if we get it done by June, fantastic. Just as long as it's not our only signing of the summer. And then we go throughout the whole summer and we don't sign any more players. I mean, can you imagine that? We need so many more players at this football club, you know? As I said, about 6 top-level players. Getting Cunha is a big chunk of our budget, of course. Hopefully we managed to get rid of Rashford. We managed to get rid of Anthony. We managed to get rid of maybe a Casemiro or, maybe the goalkeeper. Who knows? We can change the team or we go into a strong... Can we change the team or we go strong for momentum? I just feel like it's a bit of a catch-22 Ephraim at the moment because, what I would say is that Man United's league campaign is finished, right? There's nothing to play in this league. I really just hope that this league finishes quickly because I feel like Man United need to just concentrate on the Europa League. I do. I don't think Man United should risk it. It can have an opposite effect as well. We might lose to Bournemouth. We might play our first team. We might lose to the likes of Bournemouth and Brentford. And then, it ruins our momentum. It ruins our momentum. You know what I mean? So I would rotate. I would definitely rotate. Absolutely. It looked very evident that on Sunday that Cunha wanted to come to the club and Amorim likes him. There you go. Yeah. It looked that way. He didn't hide it well. Needs to be careful like that. Professionalism. Remember that? But Cunha had an extension signed with Wolves now. Yeah, he did recently, GK. Amorim's style is possession football with high pressing. Need players that suit that style. We need technical players. We need defensive players and enough speed to get back when we lose the ball. I agree with that 100%, Matt. 100%. Asa, how are you? Is Nico Williams injured? I'm not too sure at the moment. I know that he might be injured. But I'm not sure is he going to miss the game. At the moment, it's touch and go. For me, personally, I would be surprised if he made the game against Man United, which is great for Man United. It's great for Man United. It's going to be a tough game against Bilbao, but it's one that I feel like we can win. I feel like we can win that game if we approach it the right way. If Nico Williams is missing, that's a big blow for Athletic, and we just have to go for it. Hoyland has done us more harm than good. Bello, let me tell you something. Bello. At least he's in the team. At least he's trying. Where's Ahmad and all these players sitting on their backside doing nothing, right? So let's not drag down players. And we said Hoyland about 3 times. Let's not create agendas against players and stuff like that. He's done more harm than good and this and that. At least he plays. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? At least he's on the pitch. Who else is there? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, at least he's on the pitch. Whether we think he's good enough, whether we don't do that on this stream. We don't drag down players, Bello. We don't do that, mate. Come on. We don't keep go, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like him. Where's Ahmad? You know what I mean? Tell Ahmad to get a bit fit and hurry up and get ready because he's been on his backside all flipping season. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, let's not drag down players too much. We have to be more balanced and subjective when it comes to that. It's more intelligent. Come on, Bello. Nico Williams was injured hamstring. He has 2 weeks. He won't play against Man United. I doubt it. Williams has a groin injury, but Bilbao aren't saying the extent of it. Yeah, he's definitely going to miss the game, isn't he, John O'Tek? He's definitely going to miss the game. Science Semenyo, black players are so solid, can run non-stop like Dorgu. Mate, we don't care what color the player is, mate. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Chinese, pink, blue, golden. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care what color they are, mate. As long and if there's players out there, white, Chinese, African, you know, who can run just as much. It doesn't matter whether if they're black or not. Goodness me. Goodness me, Bello, you're having a mare, mate. What we need is what Amram wants, 100%. Big up, Darren. Absolutely. That is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need is what Ruben Amram wants, is what we're happy with. If Ruben Amram wants it, I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. Ruben Amram needs to, you know what I mean, get his players in there. Get his own players in there. And then I'll be happy with that. Why Hoyland missed when the first came his hold-up play is good? Why Hoyland missed when the first came his hold-up play is good? Mate, I don't understand that English. This is not a Hoyland dissing show. Where has this come from? You know, where's this come from, Ephraim? Fix it up. This is not a Hoyland dissing show at the end of the day. You know what I mean? He's a young player at the end of the day. He might not be good enough for Man United, but support the player for now. He can't go anywhere at the moment. So just push the player for now and support the player for now. That's how you do things at Man United. That's me as a fan for 40 years. Pay homage and listen. All right? Okay? All right? Don't just drag down players. It don't work. It has the adverse effect. Okay? He held up the ball pretty well. His finishing needs to be, his anticipation needs to be better. That's what it is. At the end of the day. I said that, but you're unavailable. If you're not contributing, it's funny. Am I not dragging Hoyland? He's not good enough. Mate, we all know that he's not good enough, but you're just talking about Hoyland. It just represents dead ball knowledge, mate, because you're just talking about Hoyland. He's not our only problem, mate. You know, we got lots of problem. You know, I'd rather have a player who's playing than not a player who's on his arse. You know, so I'd rather have that than a player who's on his arse. I know you've come into my stream and you thought, let me talk about Hoyland because he annoys me. Hoyland. Look, I don't think Hoyland's good enough, but I'm not coming on here and just dragging him down and talking about him and saying he's shit, he's this, he's that. Because Man United, it's a cultural problem. I don't know if you understand about a cultural problem at a football club. It resonates from the top. A mentality problem. No matter what player you have, we're going to have the same problem because we've got the same issues. The same cultural problem at the club. It's been there since Alex Ferguson retired. That it won't change. You could put your Lamine Yamal there. It won't change. Trust me. Man United's cultural problem stems deep. It's a fundamental issue within the football club that needs to be fixed. Without him, also, they're good to not underestimate them. Yeah, they are good. If we get Osman next season, we will benefit a lot. Hoyland would help him a lot. Absolutely, Leeson. Intelligent comment, Leeson. Thank you so much. Very intelligent comment. People don't look at the fact that Rasmus Hoyland's been thrown in the deep end at Man United. Expected to score goals at Man United. Do you know what I mean? I remember you were against signing Kuna. Have you changed your opinion? He's not my first choice, Amak. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to flip-flop. He's not my first choice. Turkey would be my first choice. It would. I watched Cunha this season, and I don't think he's stepped up this season, right? And that's just me. But if Ruben Amorim wants him, I'm happy. At the end of the day, if Ruben Amorim wants him, I'm happy. I am concerned a little bit about the Twitter thing, going onto Twitter and speaking on social media, etc., about Wolves and things like that. I'm a little bit concerned. But will I complain if Man United signed him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bello, we support a player that has given time to prove, but Ronaldo wasn't given same time like him. What are you talking about? Ronaldo wasn't given same time as him, like him. Ronaldo took 5 years to get going at Man United, Bello. You're talking about a guy who was there, mate. You know, come on. Goodness me. The truth is, a team that score goals is far from sitting in 30. Everyone should score goals. No one's scoring goals in this team. Nobody. And no one who's played in this team has scored goals. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, you're making yourself look like an idiot, Bello. You came in, you started well, and you just gone downhill. I'm not saying he is good enough. Good. I said that when he first came, he's good. I said it is a confidence issue, Afram. Absolutely. Yeah, if he's trolling, he's going to be gone soon. You know what I mean? Was Bilbao manager a former Barca player? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he was, actually. I think he was. Osman will help Højlund, not him helping Osman. So funny. Yeah, obviously, because Osman is a much more experienced player than Rasmus Højlund. Bello. If you're going to say it, Bello, you know what? Now, 2-3 years, you did not know that. He didn't know that because he's a baby. He's a little, 15-year-old thinking he knows everything. He's a prat. Plus different context. Absolutely, mate. Goodness me. He thinks he's being funny. We should go for Turkey. He would be a good Amorim system. I agree. But I don't know if we're going to do that deal now. I don't know. Ronaldo took 4 years to come good, I think. Exactly, Kenny. Exactly. He's scoring 2-3 goals a season. You know what I mean? These people don't know. What is your dream transfer window? My dream. Selim Lamens in goal. Roger Fernandez or Frimpong as a right wing back. Edison as the centre midfielder. Cherki as a number 10. Osman as a number 9. That's my dream. We can dream, can't we? I mean, Ronaldo's second coming at to United. Who cares about Ronaldo's second coming at United? I'm not interested in Ronaldo's second coming at Man United. I was around when Ronaldo was Ronaldo, not when he came to Man United the second time at the end of the day and went to Piers Morgan and started talking about our manager and things like that. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in the second coming. Good morning, Sal. Good morning, Roy Michael. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. In an ideal world, Højlund should have been playing second fiddle and learning from the way more experienced side. Absolutely, Jonatech. And there you go. Intelligence in the stream, guys. Intelligence in the stream. That's what it's all about. It's about the intelligence in the stream, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? Thank you, Jonatech. Big up. Absolutely. I think it is. Most people don't really understand football. They look at football, they watch it, they don't really analyze it and understand it. You know what I mean? When we bought Højlund, we should have bought an experienced striker at the time. I think that was Eric Ten Hag to get Kane at Osman. Yeah, it was wanted to get Kane, didn't he, Shah? Absolutely. What a difference that would have made. What a bloody difference that would have made. You know what I mean? Could have changed our history. Sign Harry Kane, and obviously you get Højlund who can learn from him, you know? But I'm not saying, guys, people think that, you know what, I'm exempt for criticism. I criticize people, I criticize players. But for me, I just don't feel like what's the point? Because at the end of the day, he can't go anywhere at the moment. He can't go anywhere at the moment. He's at Man United right now. We have to support him. And that's it. Right? He's at Man United at the moment. And until the summer comes, we can't do nothing at the moment. So we have to support these players. rather than jumping down their throat and this and that and things like that and saying these silly little narratives about we need this kind of type of player with this. It's ridiculous. Manchester United is not the place young players at this time. Well, there you go. We're producing quite a few. Aiden Heaven is quite good, of course. Sending Lamens. I would love Donnarumma, listen. I would love Donnarumma, but Sending Lamens is my choice, obviously. Football is sometimes determined by one's own opinion. I speak my mind and I don't insult people's while doing that. Yeah, I speak my mind and I call people out for having dead ball knowledge. Unfortunately, Bello, you're one of them. Sorry, mate. You mentioned the player being black and you know, having colour representing about football. You know, we're not here about racism and things like that. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. You know, I mean, Manchester United, we all bleed red. We wear red. We're Man United. It's all about the red shirt. That's what Man United are. It doesn't matter about race. It doesn't matter about anything like that. That's when I know that you're dud, mate. It's dud. If you're going to support a football team, you know what I mean? You got to learn, mate. You got to learn. Spurs were too scared to sell Kane to United because of what happened to Berbatov. True. Berbatov was a brilliant signing, by the way. Big up, Sal. Love your dream cart, but GK. Big up, Sal. Love your dream shopping cart, but GK. Big up, Randy. United is not a dumping ground. They need to go elsewhere. Oh my goodness me. Goodness me. Where are they going to go right now, Bello? Tell me where they're going to go right now. Where are they going to go right now? Are they going to go now? Or can we get rid of them now? Or are you going to support the players until they go in the summer? Why don't you do that? Practice being a fan. Big up, Randy. Morning all. I dust the bank. Kane, Bruno, like the leadership and guaranteed goals. I'd bust the bank on Kane. Bruno, like the leadership and guaranteed. Absolutely. It's a bit late now, though, I think. I think he's getting on a little bit, Baz, if you know what I mean. Absolutely. 30 beer last 30 games after 99. What are we, mate? We know where we are in the league, mate. We know we're fighting for the Europa League at the moment. So what are you doing, Bello? What are you talking about? You're saying things I already know. Is that Rasmus' fault? Is that just Rasmus? Is that all because of Rasmus? Is that all because of Rasmus? Is it that? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Grow up. We need a goalkeeper as well. Absolutely. We all know where we are in this league. This league is dead. We're not going to be fighting for this league anyway. We're going to be looking after the Europa League. Did you see when some United fans said Amorim does not deserve a summer window? Pricks, mate. Idiots. Idiots. I think Bello just started watching Man United games. I think so. I think he started watching football just yesterday. Goodness me. Goodness me. He just started watching football yesterday. My goodness me. I mean, for anyone to come on my show and say Man United should sign black players, right? Big up my brothers and sisters, my black, African, Caribbean brothers and sisters around the world. Man United should sign players that fit Man United, that are good enough for Man United, regardless of skin color, race, religion, anything like that. Yeah. Manchester United are a worldwide multicultural football club that resonates around the world. It doesn't matter where they're from. You know what I mean? Just because you like, you know, you want to be a little, you're racist, you know, it doesn't mean that we want it on this show. So please, let's not do any of those ridiculous kind of things. You know what I mean? Because this show is clean. You know what I mean? And this is how we keep it, guys. Absolutely. Big up everyone, of course. But yeah, we can have our opinions about things. Bello has had a mare, mate. Look, mate, I've got a flu. Louis, big up Lou Fuller. How you doing, my friend? I've got a flu, right? I'm struggling to speak, right? And you know what? This guy's making my flu worse. Guys, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. But you know what? I fought my corner. I fight my corner with these people. You really need to understand the English language then, Bello, my friend, because it comes across very, very ignorant, what you said. Man United should sign the players that are best for Manchester United. you know, regardless of race, religion, wherever they are in the world, you know. And that is all I care about. Big up, Steve-O. What's going on? Just listening in the background, getting ready for work. Interesting comments today. You have your work cut out for you. So, oh, my goodness, Steve, tell me about it, mate. Tell me about it. You know what we need? When people go and support Man United, I think someone needs to, like, I think you need to, like, sign up for some sort of course before you start supporting Man United. And then, you know what, you get qualified to be a Man United fan. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Like a course. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I see some progress in our play. Yeah, I agree, Ephraim. Good comment, my friend. I agree. I think some of the play has been brilliant. I really do. And I think some of the it's starting to get there. You understand that if he gets the players he needs in, I'm telling you, you're going to see a different animal next season. You're going to see a different animal next season. If he gets the players he needs, you're going to see a different animal. Excuse me. I apologize for the skin color, but I'm not mad. Is that what happening in our beloved club, United? Mate, I've supported this club 40 years, Bello. I've been to over 600 games, Bello. You know, I've traveled the world watching Manchester United. You know, I've seen a lot of things. I've slept on beaches, on streets to watch football matches. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what? We're all passionate about this football club. But talking like that and like that, it doesn't help anything, does it? Right now, whether we want Rasmus, whether we don't want him, it doesn't really matter right now because we got him. And until the end of the season, that is the only time we can say, like, let's get rid of Rasmus. Let's sell him. We can't sell Rasmus for less than 42 million. Otherwise, it harms our PSR and FFP. So what do we do then? I mean, I would loan him out and do something like that. That's what I would do. So, want Amron to win the Premier League. I mean, it'd be beautiful, Darren. Oh, mate, it would be beautiful. If he managed to win the title, that would be beautiful. If there's anyone who deserves to win the title, it's bloody Ruben Amram. I'm telling you, Ruben Amram deserves that title, man. He really does. Absolutely. No problem, Bello. Big up, Bello. No problem, mate. Take it easy. I forgive you, mate. There's no hard feelings, bruv. Don't worry about it. Just calm down. Calm down. I mean, you come out here with all bullets. Like bullets, mate. I've been saying you've been shooting bullets. That's what you've been doing. I've been flipping hell. God blimey. You know what I mean? Yeah, no point being angry, Bello. We all angry. Look, Bello, we are all angry what's going on this season. Look at me. I've seen Man United win everything. I've seen everything. I've seen us win every trophy. I've seen us win trebles. I've seen us win doubles. I've seen us win Champions League, Premier League doubles. I've seen things like that. Why am I calm? Why am I calm? You know, when I know the standards. Why am I calm? Because it's no point ranting and raving and screaming and shouting. Right now, the priority this season is the Europa League. And then next season, we can look after the league. And if we can move up that league, that would be fantastic. And Man United need to be challenged again. Big up, Randy. We have a very good transfer window, but Glazinios is still under fraud watch. Biggest transfer window. I think it's one of the biggest transfer windows in our history, Randy. I do believe that. At the end of the day, I think it's one of the biggest transfer windows in our history. I think it's what Man United do in this Europa League is like a historical moment, you know, in regards to if we don't win the Europa League, it's going to have a domino effect for many years to come. And I think if Man United win the Europa League, we qualify for the Champions League, 130 odd million coming into the bank. I think that will be absolutely fantastic and will progress Man United sooner. It will knock down from 10 years to 5 years. But Man United shouldn't be waiting long. And we said that at the end of the day. Which team you think can win the Premier League next season? Man United. Ephraim, I think Arsenal got a good chance to win the league next season. I think Arsenal got a good chance to win the league next season. It's going to hurt me to say that, but I think so. So we've been suffering, 12 years, Leeson, 12 years. Mr. Sal, please, will Ahmad come back soon? Hopefully, inshallah, he'll come back soon, Bello. He'll be back soon. Hopefully he will. We need him, Bello. We need him. Hopefully he'll be back by May, and he'll be helping us in the Europa League. We're going to need him, guys. We definitely need Ahmad back, definitely. We will rise up soon with some good signs. Come United, big up Lisa, and love the positivity. Big up yourself. Big up everyone, of course, yeah. So it is a historical few months for Man United, in my opinion. And I feel like whatever happens this summer, we would get a clear idea, an indication of where we're going as a football club. You know, so far we've got the stadium. And as I've always pointed out, I don't really care about the stadium. I don't care about the stadium. I care about what we're successful on the pitch. If we're successful on the pitch, that's all I care about. The stadium and et cetera, will fall in place itself. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. This summer will determine where Ineos are going. Whether they only care about the business side or they actually give a damn what's happening on the pitch. And I hope they do. I mean, if we sign Cunha, it's a start. That's great. We sign Cunha, that'd be brilliant. If we go and sign Edison and a striker, then you're going to say, well, you know what I mean? At least we're moving in the right direction. It only takes a few players to change the whole direction. It only takes a few players to change it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And to be honest with you, Man United can get the right wing backs position sorted out, the midfield sorted out, number 10 position sorted out, striker sorted out, and the goalkeeper. I think Man United will be all right next season. I think we'll bomb up that league. We'll shoot up that league 100%. I believe that. Absolutely. I believe that. Madness. But that it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. We can't speculate at the moment. But it is one that you know what is interesting. And if we get Cunha, what a start, guys. June already started. I agree, Randy. I agree with you, my friend. I agree. I felt that's what we should have done a long time ago, my friend. But you know what I mean? This is the Ineos vanity project, isn't it? Ineos vanity project. Now, a little bit of other transfer news. Manchester United are set to trigger Franco Mastantuanto's release clause of £38 million. Who is Franco Mastantuanto? Now, Franco Mastantuanto is a player who plays for River Plate in Argentina. He's an Argentinian player who has 10 caps for Argentina under 20. He is a very highly rated player, 17 years old, attacking midfielder. Now, these signings are good. Now, if Man United can get like a Cunha and get a Franco Mastantuanto in as well, that'd be absolutely incredible for Man United. Franco Mastantuanto is also wanted by the likes of Liverpool and Atletico Madrid. So Manchester United want to trigger the £38 million release clause to prevent other teams from getting Franco Mastantuanto. The great thing about Franco Mastantuanto, he can play the attacking midfielder, right winger. He's a left footer, so he's an inverted attacker as well. So something that fits Ruben Amorim's system perfectly. Only 17 years old, as I said, but going to be a superstar. So Manchester United could quite possibly trigger the release clause for Franco Mastantuanto, which is very exciting indeed. In this 12 years of supporting Man United, what game the most memorable game for you? Probably Ephraim, the 2017 Champions League, Europa League final with Jose Mourinho. I actually thought we were back then. I actually thought we were back then. You know what I mean? I actually thought we were back after that one. I actually thought we were going to go on a winning run, you know what I mean, and start winning leagues and stuff. After I actually believed more after the 2017 Europa League final than anything at the end of the day, guys. Randy, you mentioned him before, Sal. Yeah. Many times, Randy. Now Man United, now people are starting to report it. Man United are going to go after the release clause, apparently. I would do that. 17 years old, no-brainer. 38 million. It's a lot of money, but he's highly talented. He's a generational talent. Absolutely. Generational. He's Argentinian, Steve-O. He's Argentinian. Sneakbo, if you're calling me a racist, you're going to get blocked, mate. Because I'm far from a racist, mate. I've got more races in me than the United Nations, for goodness sake. What nationality is Franco? These people are just so flipping. Only racist people call people racist. What nationality is Frank? Yeah, sorry, Argentinian. Another Spanish-speaking player. Sí, señore. Absolutely. I don't get it where I don't get it where we are going to pay the 62 million release clause for Cunha and we are now going to trigger the 38th minute release clause. Brother, madness. If that happens, Shah, if it happens, you know what I mean? There you go. Absolutely. Big up, Randy. Well, I hope so. I think they should. I got my ear to the ground. They should listen at the end of the day, guys. I think they should listen at the end of the day. Definitely. Mainu is learning Spanish as well. He might be leaving. That's why he might be learning Spanish to go to Spain and watch football over there. I don't want to sell Mainu. Mainu's so important to Man United. He's incredibly important to Man United. It would be foolish to sell Mainu. You know what I mean? It would be foolish to sell Mainu. Absolutely stupid to sell Mainu, in my opinion. Guys, absolutely. If we sold Mainu, it would be a disaster, to be honest with you. An absolute disaster. Maybe we might have to sell one of the players that we don't want to get rid of. But I'm not all for selling the young players, to be honest with you. Not me. Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Not me. Absolutely not. All right. Yeah. So, in regards to this summer, all I can say is that hold on to your seats. And we're going to have a mad one, definitely. I'm so mixed out. Some say we are pure, but we are purely mixed up. Some say we are pure, but we are purely mixed up. Big up, Randy. Is there a production line of Argentinian talent? I was told Argentina has lots of young talent. Who are the guys to look out for? Maston Tuanto, as I said, he's one of the players that we look after. Gimenez is another goal defender that Man United should look for as well. You know, a brilliant player. There's lots out there. Argentina is the place to look in regards to talent, definitely. They have a great youth academies in their clubs. They produce a long line of players that come from the street. They still have that street footballer that I think that the UK has missed out on, in my opinion. The street footballer has disappeared, to be honest with you. And yeah, definitely a good place to look. And Brazil, of course. Baz, I think loan academy players to the likes of Leeds and Burnley. I agree, Baz, that would be good. I was watching, by the way, Baz, I was watching Burnley against Sheffield United yesterday. And Hannibal Mebry was doing all right. He's doing all right, Hannibal, isn't he? They got promoted, obviously, Burnley. Boring, Burnley back in the league. But Hannibal Mebry, good for him. Congratulations to Hannibal. Well played, my son. Don't want any youngsters sold. Me neither, Darren. Absolutely. You think the same as me, brother. Just recap sale, pending sales and everything. How much will United have for transfers? Now, look, it's all up in the air. One thing we got to look at is that Man United, if they sold Rashford and Anthony, the full amount of Rashford money will go towards our transfer, but we will only get 20 million for Rashford because Rashford is a mercenary and he's going to take 20 million because of his wage drop. We take half of probably, if we sell Anthony for about 50 million, we'll probably get half that to put towards the transfer, in my opinion. We got 30 million coming in from the league position. Even if we finish 14th, it's about 30 million. We got Sancho money coming in as well. You know, Man United, as I said, Man United will have about 200 million to spend in the summer. We'll spend 200 million in the summer, but that doesn't mean that's not net. Man United will get rid of a lot of players. But as I'm saying, I'm sacrificing myself now. Man United will have around 200 million to spend in the summer. 200 million to spend in the summer. As Argentina surpassed Brazilian football, Brazilian football, my opinion, Matt, is that it's at the worst stage it's ever been since I've been around. I mean, this is the worst Brazilian generation I've seen. You know, I've seen. It's the worst Brazilian generation I've seen. Absolutely. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know what's happened with Brazil. I don't know what's going on with Brazilian football, but I was raised on Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Dunga, Aldair, Dida, Roberto Carlos. You know what I mean? Big up, everyone. Big up. Yeah, look, so what I would say is that Man United get the deal done for Cunha in June or May. That will be absolutely fantastic. It's a start. What a start that would be. It would be brilliant. Is 200 million enough for what Amram wants out? I don't know. I don't think it's enough. Personally, I don't. I think Man United need to spend 500 to $1 billion easy. I think if we're going to get like this, is how it could go. It could go like this. If we do it like this, we sell Onana 20, 30 million, right? We get Senny Lamens 20 million for Senny Lamens. We get Roger Fernandez, right wing back. He's going to cost 30 million. That's 50 million. We get Edison. He's going to cost 60 million. That's 80 million, isn't it? That's 100 million. Where am I going with this? 20, 30, 50, yeah, 60, 110 million. Then we get Cunha, 60. That's going to be 170 million. And then we're going to buy Delap, something like that. That's going to be about 200 million. It's something like that. But that's what I would do. Bring Rashford back, but send him to the reserves. Should get us I think it should get us about 4 good players. I think it will get us Cunha, Edison, a right wing back, and a new goalkeeper. That's what it will get us. And hopefully a striker as well. Probably just about squeezing Delap, but I don't think Delap is that guy. In my opinion, I don't think Delap is that guy. I think Man United had a little bit extra. We can get Osimhen as well, and then that would be the perfect summer for me, in my opinion. Be the perfect summer. We would lose Mazraoui and Ahmad for the can. Absolutely. Absolutely. When is the African nations, mate? When is the African nations? Because we will lose Mazraoui, of course. We will lose Ahmad as well, of course, guys. When is the African nations, guys? Because we're gonna miss obviously Mazraoui, Ahmad. Who else is there we're going to miss? Yeah, because, that's going to be a nightmare. Now, we need 10 to 12 to square 600 million. Everton had his minimum. Yeah, there you go. But that was in a few years, though, not in one window, was it? He deserves that, Baz. He deserves 600 million. That's what we need. Definitely. Osimhen to Man U. Yes, I hope so. December. We need a squad, guys. We need to remember this, right? And we need to plan for the future, because if next season comes along in December and we haven't got Mazraoui and we haven't got Ahmad, we're gonna be struggling, guys. There, if we haven't got Dorgu, we're gonna be struggling, guys. You know what I mean? So we need to make sure that we've got replacements for these players. You know what I mean? ASAP. You know what I mean? We don't want to wait until December and then we're like, oh no. The AFCON is here. Well, players are going to leave for the AFCON, and you know what? It's going to be difficult, isn't it? At the end of the day. Oh, Dorgo's Danish. My apologies, Danish. There you go. That's a relief. That's a relief. Luckily, we got Amas anyway. Yeah, that's a relief. Sorry, Beef. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's the flu. It's driving me mad. Trust me. Yeah, so, there we go. But, guys, thank you, everyone, for joining me today. It's been a mad one. The AFCON is normally around January or February. So it's a December this year, apparently, at Christmas time. Don't know if that makes any sense. Why would it be December the 21st? Why would it be that? That'd be Christmas time. Why would it be Christmas time at the end of the day? Why would it be that? You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. But to be honest with you, as long as, you know what, as long as we don't get any injuries, I wish them the best of luck. They're representing their countries. They have to go, obviously. And I wish them the best of luck, and hopefully they come back not injured. And that's it, you know, and good luck to them. Because of the World Cup, big up. No, I mean, why is that Christmas? It's usually Neil Gunner. It's usually about January or February. Why is it in Christmas this year? Because Christmas, obviously, most players don't want to play at Christmas, do they? But yeah, definitely. Yeah, but Ahmad would definitely be going. Mazrui would definitely be going. Yeah, so we need to plan for that in December. Man United need to plan for that, and Man United need to make sure that they have players available, players readily available to replace these players. I think because of the World Cup next year. Okay, could be. But it's just, yeah. Well, it is what it is. I look forward to that actually. I'll be able to watch it here in the UAE. Finally, I get to watch the African nations. Finally, I might do some watch-alongs for the African nations this year. Sal, is Ahmad back soon? He should be back very soon, my friend. He should be back in May. Hopefully, we get him back for the Europa League games. Definitely, hopefully. Big up everyone that hit the likes on your way out. Thank you so much, Randy. Big up yourself. I think Cunha is a good player. Me too, Mishek. How you doing, my friend? Mishek, I hope you're doing well. He is a good player. Morning, Devils. Morning, Mark. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, of course. Absolutely. Yeah. GK. Sal, how are you dealing with the hot temperatures in Abu Dhabi? You go out in the morning, noon? I go out I jog sometimes in it, mate. It doesn't affect me at all. Doesn't affect me at all. I run in the blistering heat. It doesn't affect me. I love it. I've been raised in England, so it's always cold. So it's good to be here and, you know what, having hot weather. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Club World Cup has expanded number of teams in June. Yeah. It's a shame Man United are missing out on a Club World Cup, isn't it? All that money that Man United could have won. All that money. Man United should be in that competition. It's ridiculous. You've got teams like Chelsea in that competition. Chelsea in that competition. Crazy. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely stupid. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. Absolute legends. A few idiots in the chat today, but you know what? You can't please everyone. Guys, take it easy. Have a great day, and I shall see you later on, hopefully for Chatterbox. All being well. If I'm a little bit better, I'll do Chatterbox, and I'll be bringing in the latest news of Man United. Obviously, put your notifications on because you never know what's going to happen with Man United these days, do you? So please don't forget to smash a like as well, guys. Helps the video a lot. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for joining me, you absolute legends. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Peace.